I can't lie and say that I set out with a plan to be where I am now, and that I believed in myself and made it a reality. I didn't. I don't think I had a vision. I think my success came from making a lot of the wrong decisions. I got to a place in my life where I started to have major health issues and didn't feel good about myself. After having 2 mild strokes and doctors informing me that a third stroke could be life-altering, it was then when I was forced to make a change. A change in which gave me opportunity to reach out to others around me. A change in which saw me turning my life completely around. A change which led me to creating my own clothing brand by the name OzoFit. This is where my fitness journey was created. My name is Zuhay Physique, and this is why I train.
Something inside you is hard to explain.
Working while you sleep, sleeping while you wait. My chapter with you is done, I read a different page. Only heard the second part when I said give and take. How could you tell lies and then just look me in the face? Doing what I want, saying what I feel. Filling in the blanks, baby, go and spin the wheels. I had to switch up the situation, not ideal. Red and blue stitching on the M3 steering wheel. Always kept it me, always kept it clean. I think I was more wild back when I was 17. Clear the air with you cause I swear I can barely breathe. I text you like goddamn you such a tease. You know I'm coming to see you like one of these weeks. You won't be a lead but don't even freak. This Gucci Solo is not cheap. The Bean, the Jeep, the Rover, the Tesla, wrist, the Gliss, the top floor, the Delta. I got the sauce and I sprinkle some extra, yeah. Come see what is on my agenda, yeah. I swear I ain't sick of these pretenders, yeah. You baby I won't remember, yeah. It's Karma Club, are you a member, yeah. Life is rough but I touch you gentle. You hit the gym but don't work your mental. Me and you a wasted potential. Way you dress it, you look like Kendall. You gotta slow down, it's getting cold out. You really got no clout, either sushi or stone.
Growing up the way I did, the odds are against you from birth. Being surrounded by so much negativity, you're destined for failure. There came a time in my life where I stopped allowing where I came from to determine where I was headed. Growing up the way I did, we grew up in a home with a single mother, and having the best foods was something we didn't have. I don't want to say that we were poor, but we didn't have great money. Being poor means our bills weren't paid. Our bills were paid. My mom being a single mother, it was tough on her, so we had to eat what she could afford at the time. And the same thing went for clothes. I can tell you right now, we didn't have the best shoes, we didn't have the best clothes, and being in middle school at the time, I was picked on by so many people. It's crazy. I think I even got bullied by the kids that were getting bullied, believe it or not. I can honestly say at a young age I got depressed. I was sad. Being picked on a daily basis just took a toll on me, and I didn't realize it at the time, but every time I would get picked on, I would go home and just eat. If it was ice cream to cake, sweets for some reason just had this effect to where it made me feel good. And I would eat out of emotion. Going through all of middle school being picked on. By the time I got into high school, I was 305 pounds. And I wasn't really too concerned about my weight until one day I had this just horrible pain in my chest and couldn't figure out what it was until I finally went to the hospital, and the doctors had informed me that I had had a mild stroke. And that was scary to me, but it still wasn't enough for me to get into shape and consider losing weight. I still went back home, and a few days after, I was back to eating the sweets because I was depressed. I was sad. I was sad because of a lot of things. I made excuses to be sad. I felt sorry for myself. I was depressed for the wrong reasons. I was sad at the fact that I didn't have a father in my life. Sad at the fact that I didn't have the nicest clothes. I didn't have friends. And I victimized myself at the time, and I played the victim role so well that it brought me to having my first stroke. And I can tell you then it went on for so long that I can tell you that I had 2 strokes, which were mild, very mild. But after the second one is whenever the doctor put some fear into me. He told me, "Hey man, you might not make it to a third one. Or if you do have a third one, you might not make it. So you're young. Get in shape, man." And it took that, and it took a near-death experience for a switch to click in my head and say, "Let's get it together." I had finally got my first gym membership at 24 Hour Fitness and started getting into shape. And it took some time, but my first year was my most beneficial year, I'd say, because within my first year, I dropped 110 pounds my first year, and I was consistent as heck. I really didn't want to die. But, that just goes to show that it took that much for me to get into my mind. It took me having to go to a doctor. It took me almost having a stroke to finally realize I needed to get in shape and do something with my life. And the point of this video is for me to try to help change someone's mind before they get to that point of having to see a doctor or having a stroke or having medical issues. If you're watching this video and you need change, be the change that you want to see. Training for me has done so much. It's opened up so many doors. It's made me who I am today, and I'm thankful for everything I've went through. I want to share my story with you guys so that maybe I can change someone else's mind and help someone out, or be that light that someone's seeking. Training for me has been the most wonderful thing that has ever happened to me. And regardless of what happens, I will train for the rest of my life. My name is Zahid Physique, and this is why I train.